In this fourth screencast, we'll start our discussion of organic molecules. Organic molecules make up much of the bodies of living organisms. So, what is an organic molecule? In the 1800s, chemists knew little about synthesizing them. They acquired organic molecules for study from the bodies of living organisms. That early definition for organic molecules is no longer useful because today we can synthesize many in the lab. We are going to define organic molecules as those molecules which must contain the elements carbon and hydrogen. Other elements can be present, but both carbon and hydrogen must be there. I'd like for you to be able to recognize 4 different families of organic molecules. To do this, I think it helps to start with the functional groups. These are pieces of organic molecules. By recognizing these 5 functional groups and remembering the combinations found in various organic molecules, you'll be able to recognize sugars, fats and oils, proteins, and nucleic acids. These stick figures illustrate how various atoms making up the functional groups are arranged. The lines represent chemical bonds between the atoms. A single line represents one bond. 2 lines represents a stronger double bond. A carboxyl group is composed of a carbon atom, 2 oxygens, and a single hydrogen. The carboxyl group is sometimes called an acidic group. The name acidic group refers to the fact that they often release a hydrogen ion when placed in solution. In other words, they act as an acid. Carbon atoms can form 4 covalent bonds with other atoms. The line to the right of the carbon, with nothing attached, indicates that this carboxyl group can be attached to something else. Methyl groups contain a single carbon atom bonded to 3 hydrogens. Methane, a very simple organic molecule, is composed of a methyl group with a 4th hydrogen attached. Remember, these carbon-hydrogen bonds are non-polar. Methyl groups are abundant in hydrophobic molecules like fats and oils. This is a hydroxyl group. It has an oxygen bonded to a hydrogen. Remember, the oxygen-hydrogen bonds are polar covalent bonds. These polar bonds result in a partial separation of charges, with the oxygen becoming slightly negative and the hydrogen partially positive. Hydroxyl groups are abundant in molecules which dissolve easily in water, for example, small sugars. Phosphorus and 3 oxygen atoms make up a phosphate group. Among other molecules, phosphate groups are abundant in nucleic acids, for example, DNA. Amino acids are unique from other functional groups we've discussed in that they contain the element nitrogen. Amino groups are abundant in proteins. Proteins are made up of long chains of small organic molecules called amino acids. In addition to amino groups, can you guess what other functional group is found in amino acids? Sure, the acidic carboxyl group. Now that you've been introduced to a few functional groups, we're ready to look at how they're incorporated into organic molecules. We will look at 4 types of organic molecules. They're not the only ones found in living organisms, but these 4 are very important. They are the carbohydrates, also called sugars, lipids, which are fats and oils, proteins, which is a very diverse group of molecules, and the nucleic acids, which include DNA. Let's stop here with the 4th video.